Hi, I'm Keith Daniels.
And I'm Denise.
And we're from Charlotte, North Carolina. And we decided about 5 years ago that we wanted to live overseas. And during all of our research, we found that Panama was the best answer. We came on Jackie's tour, loved it, and here we are.
It's been a roller coaster ride. We started out staying with my brother for, we thought 7 weeks, and we ended up there about 8.5 months because of the pandemic. So once they opened the borders, we finally decided, okay, now it's time to get here, and we've been here since November 4th. We are currently living in Paso Ancho, Cherokee, Panama.
Oh.
We love it here. We have a great view outside our window. We see Valle, and on a clear day you can see the towers on the top of the volcano.
We really like it here. We live on a 5-acre farm. They have the main house, which is us, and 3 villas. So our neighbors are really, really nice. We have we have everything we really need here. I mean, you go downtown and you can get, I mean, there's probably 4 or 5 hardware stores. There's 11 grocery stores. There's 3 or 4 dollar stores. I mean, just about anything we need we can find here in Volcan. So it's not really a difficult life here. I mean, it's really nice. We have a nice house. We have good neighbors. We decided to come to Panama because I have some health issues, so we wanted good health care. And in all of our research, we found that Panama has some of the best health care in the world. Cost of living is really good.
We really like the fact that the exchange rate, there is no exchange rate because they use the American dollar.
All right.
I have, for example, with the health care, I have a friend that fell and broke her wrist. She broke it in 2 places, between 3 hospitals to get everything set the way it needed to be. It was $285. You couldn't go to the ER in America for that price.
Much less get all the work done.
Yeah, much less get all the work done.
But, you know, and we figured this was a good travel opportunity as well. You get to see, there's a lot of stuff in the area you can see once the pandemic's over with, of course.
It's easy enough to get to anywhere you want to go to travel. You can go from here to Hong Kong, from here to Europe.
There was a lot of reasons, you know, and we went through them all and compared them to the other countries we were thinking about, Costa Rica, Portugal, Mexico, and decided that this was the best choice for us.
And we couldn't be happier.
We're about 6 kilometers away from downtown Volcan, so it's very easy to get there. I mean, 5 minutes we're there. But we live out in the country, so it's really peaceful, really quiet. We don't have any of the big traffic noises. We don't have people screaming and shouting and everything like that. But we feel very secure here because there's just not that many people around.
Our landlady has taken the proper precautions that she felt was necessary. We have a gate at the main driveway. We have a gate to our house. So the only problem with that is if the electricity happens to go out, you're kind of stuck because our gate is electric. So I try to remember every morning to open the gate, just in case.
But we don't see that many, I mean, people don't just drive down here, so it's, It's always peaceful. It's always, we feel safe. We feel like we can do anything here. Even downtown Volcan, you know, people are walking around all the time, and when you see women walking by themselves, and it's a safe place to be.
We currently pay $750 a month in rent for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, large fenced-in yard. We have a large laundry room. Everything's included. We don't pay for anything. Our cell phone bills are half the price of what they were in the States. Yeah. And we get the same service, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, we get full data, full text, everything, unlimited calls, everything for like 75 bucks a month. It's really good compared to what it was in the States, so it's really nice. But then if we go downtown and go shopping, the grocery prices are relatively close to what we paid in the States. But if we buy stateside items, it goes up a lot. I mean, you can find name brands from the States here, and they're pretty expensive. But if you buy the regular stuff, you know, the regular Panama brands, the costs are probably pretty comparable, maybe a little lower.
We live right outside of Sarapunta, which is the vegetable capital of Panama. We get fresh produce on
fruits.
Fruits, veggies, everything. You can buy a big bag of veggies for $5. And it has potatoes, it has carrots, it has cabbage, onions.
A little bit of everything.
Just about everything you want to cook for a meal. You don't need anything else.
But everything else is, I mean, we get 5-gallon bottles of water for like $2.50. It's just crazy. Some of the stuff here is how cheap it is, how easy it is to get things. I mean, we don't have any problems really finding things. You know, we can go buy water, we can go buy Cokes, we can go buy beer, we can buy anything. I mean, everything's here, everything's available.
The one thing we have found that's not comparable to the States is the cheese dip at the Mexican restaurant. The cheese dip is not the same. Other than that, everything else is very comparable to the States as far as what you want to eat at a restaurant. We are currently taking Spanish lessons. We have a great tutor that comes to the house twice a week. We have had a little bit of problems with the language barrier, but as long as you're patient and you're trying, everyone is very receptive. We have Google Translate on our phones that helps tremendously. We were able to open a bank account with no problems, even having a language barrier.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here speak English just because there's so many expats. They might not speak as fluent as you would like, but we're here in their country. We're trying to learn their language, so we've had some issues trying to find stuff in grocery stores and stuff like that, but Google Translate helps a lot, and the people there are always helpful. If you try and you speak a little bit of Spanish, then they're gonna go out of their way to help you out. It's always a good time.
We have a lot of things you can get involved with here. We have the recycling center on Fridays. We have a veggie market on Fridays. And we also have a Friday market, which is along the lines of the Boquete Tuesday market, but it's not nearly as big. They were shut down for so long that they're trying to get their vendors built back up. But you go out and you meet other expats, you meet Panamanians at all of these places, and they pretty much keep you busy around here. So every Friday is always a
It's a big day.
A big day.
Yes. Yeah, we're doing a lot of research on Costa Rica, and we were doing a lot of research online, and we were trying to find some kind of guide or tour or something to let us know what area we really wanted to be in, because we had a friend there that was living on the coast, but we weren't sure we wanted to live on the coast. So we started doing a lot of research trying to find a tour or a guide or something, and ended up finding Jackie's Panama Relocation Tours. And the more we read, the more we like, wow, this is really what we need. Wonder if they have this in Costa Rica. We never could find anything. So we said, well, let's try the Panama one. And we did more research and we looked at it and said, hey, let's give it a shot. And so that's how we ended up here.
With him being retired military, he's lived all over the world. Yeah. Me, I was born and raised in the States, and that's all I knew. So I knew I wanted to be someplace close enough to the States that I could get back fairly fast if I needed to. Jackie's tour takes you through just about every scenario that you could wonder about. They take you to the different areas of Panama to show you the different things. And me being a redhead, I knew I didn't want to be on the coast. I knew I would sunburn and be burnt the whole time. But Jackie's tour and her guides that work with her have been tremendously helpful. Any questions we have, they're always there, they're always receptive. Her daughter and son help her out in the States. They have been wonderful. Any questions you have, if it's not in her relocation guidebook, all you have to do is email her and she gets back to you within 12 hours usually, or less.
Right. As a matter of fact, we took the tour 16 months ago.
November 2019.
And our Panama Relocation Guide that she gave us on the tour guide is still sitting on the table. We look at it fairly regularly because it is a great resource for everything you could ever think of. Insurance, rentals, cost of living, anything you want to look at, it's in that book.
We really haven't had any trouble finding anything we need in Panama, and if you do have trouble, there's always Amazon. I would tell anybody that is thinking of moving here to assess what you want to bring, because what you think you might want and what you think you might need isn't necessarily what you're going to use once you get here. Other than some pictures of family, I don't miss anything from the States.
We brought too much. We brought plenty of clothes. We brought our computers with us. So we didn't bring too much, but we did overpack.
We brought 6 suitcases, big suitcases, 2 carry-ons, and 2 laptop bags, which was more than enough. We brought his favorite frying pans. We brought knives, but for the most part, we haven't lacked for anything. You can find pretty much anything. If you can't find it in Volcan, you can find it in David. Jackie's tour is probably the best in the world as far as I'm concerned. They have 2 Facebook pages. You have one that is public, so you can go in and ask questions. And then there's the community Facebook page where you meet everybody that has taken the tour or has bought the online guide. And
that's always really helpful because everybody has advice on what to do or what not to do, or
where to go,
where to find something, or and that community webpage has saved us a few times.
Yeah, we've met a lot of friends that have done the tour. We actually go out a couple of times a week with other expats from the tour. They keep us busy all the time. Jackie's just a wealth of knowledge. There's nothing that you can't find between Jackie and her book. and other expats that have been there, done that.
And now, you know, a lot of people are asking us questions because we've been here for a little while, and we went on the tour, and we have the book, and we have access to the webpage. So we're starting to get questions personally of, you know, how we do things and why we did that and why we moved here. And it's a lot of fun, you know, to help people out, and to, you know, somebody says, hey, I can't find this. Where did you find that? And it's easy, you know, to tell somebody what you did and where you went. And it's a lot of fun. We have a good community here.
Yeah.